Hey guys, okay, so I decided I'd make a little video today. Today I spent the entire day programming, and also last night. Today is actually a holiday here in Trinidad and Tobago called Eid al-Fitr, and so I decided for the whole day today I programmed. So this took about 8 hours of my time. Essentially, what I did was I started to create an instant messaging system called RIMS, and basically it allows connections to the server, and the server creates channels and private messages between people. It's now at the infancy stage, but I can say that it is working. So I want to give you guys a little example of what this thing looks like. It's really basic, so bear with me. So we're going to run the code here, and as you can see, all you will see on the screen there is notice listening for client connections. And so today I also built a chat client, just a basic chat client, so that I could run some commands on it. And so I will run the chat client now, which is this one here, and I hope you guys will be able to see it. Nope, it's not. So let me see if I can quickly get the window to capture. So this basically is the chat client. Yes, this is the chat client here. Hope you guys could see it. And essentially with this client I can actually connect to the to the RIMS server, the instant messaging server. So essentially the instant messaging server will allow me to connect, and when I connect, you see the first thing it says its version number, and here I can actually set, using basic commands, my username, which let's just say is going to be Dave, and I don't believe it was sent because I actually sent let's try this one more time. Dave, awesome, right? And you could see that the command, the server is actually responding back to me and telling me that you entered set username Dave, and the username and nickname has been set to Dave. So technically my nickname is Dave. Now I do have a few dummy users in here, so I can actually type in here list users, and it's going to respond back. Okay, so it's responding back. There's only one user here. So let me show you very quickly when I actually do this via the telnet window. So let me switch to the telnet window very quickly, so you'll see I'll be logging in as another user here. Okay, so hold a sec, I'm trying to switch across here. Good, we're on the telnet, and this telnet window, let's do a login. This is the wrong window. Alright, good. So let's do that there. Good, you see that it responded again when I connected to the RIMS server, RIMS server. And so this user, we'll probably name this user John, as in John Doe. So we're setting this user as John, and you see, good, nice. So what this is basically saying is that we just created another user called John. I'm going to minimize this window and go back to the client again, which is Java null. Nice, good. And here, oops, right, and here we're going to try to list users again. And if you notice, this time when we list users, we see Dave and John appears. So essentially Dave and John is able to communicate with each other by sending private messages, which is something I built in today and yesterday, and I'll show you guys very quickly how the private message works. This is the private message command, PMSG. So I am Dave right now, and I am going to send a message to John. So I'm going to send a message to John, and I'm going to say, hey, how are you? And when I click send, you'll notice here that it says command you entered blah 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 blah, p message John, hey, how are you? And so I have to show you what will happen on John's side. So I'm going to switch windows again and show you guys what happens on John's side. So on John's side, as you can see, there was a RX, which basically means receive message, and it received a private message from Dave, and it said, hey, how are you? And that's pretty much how these private messaging server will work. And then I decided, well, why not have channels so multiple users could connect to a channel and basically chat. So I decided to create a channel class, and that's what I'm going to show you guys very quickly as well, to the channel class. And it's very simple. Let me just switch back again the window here into we'll switch it back to I guess that's Dave, right? Yeah, Dave. So let's join a channel. So it's very simple to join a channel. You just type join channel and you name the channel. So we can name the channel, it's called channel test. And now that we have created a channel, we can actually list channels to find out if the channel exists. And as you can see, we received here channel list test. So we know that basically there is a test channel. And how I created it is in such a way that the server will respond with each channel on a different line. So even though you see channel list there, it doesn't mean that you're going to see all, like with commas, like test, comma, world chat, comma, etc. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be RX channel list test, that's one channel, RX channel list world chat, that will be a second channel, etc. So just for you to understand again, let me join another channel. So I'm joining Dave to another empty channel, and let's call that channel world chat. Good. And so now if we do back our list channels, we should see, you see, now you can see that we had channel list test and now channel list world chat. Okay, so let's join John to these channels as well, or at least to the test channel very quickly. So here we're going to type join channel colon and let's join them to test. Nice, good. So essentially Dave and John are connected to the server and should be able to communicate with each other via the channel. So let's send a message. In this case, let's send a message now from John to the channel and see if Dave gets it. Alright, so the command for that is channel message CMSG. We're going to need to know the name of the channel. The name of the channel in this case is test, and we're going to say hello channel. And now that we did that, if you notice, even John was able to get that message. It means that the message was sent to John as well, and that is because whichever client you'll be setting up the graphical user interface for this user will be able to know that they also sent a message. And so as you can see in this case, you'll see that there was RX, which means that that John received this message. It is a channel message CMSG, the channel name which is test, who sent that the username John and the nickname is also John, and then you see hello channel. And if you were to switch over to Dave, let's see if Dave got that message. So let's switch over very quickly to Dave, and as you can see, it seems Dave got that message. So Dave also got the message. You see his RXC message test John hello channel, and from this GUI that I'm actually using here, which I created in Java, I'm going to further develop this. But before I further develop this, I think I might be looking to not waste too much time on the this Java version. But and as you can, sorry about the camera works. I mean, I'm actually on my laptop right now, so I'm not too sure if the camera is going to be great. But essentially, this is just a Java graphical user interface that I developed only today, as I said, very quickly, just to make sure that things were working. So essentially, I want to create this perhaps into an Android application, as long as I get the time, God willing, to be able to do that. So I hope that you understand how this is sort of like a reflection of how IRC and how WhatsApp and all these other servers work. The difference with this server is that it's a very simple server, and when I say simple, it doesn't have encryption, etc. WhatsApp would have encryption, perhaps. Maybe some IRC servers will have encryptions. For you who don't know about IRC, you could read up a little bit more about it. It really means internet relay chat. But the beauty about this particular server that I'm developing is that it won't just be private message to private message, which is like how WhatsApp works, and also WhatsApp has groups, so it wouldn't it works like groups, but you'll also have public channels as well. So you'll have an option to be basing communication on person one-on-one, and also an option for one to a group, and also a public option for public groups. And that's what I want to do. I want to create everything all in one, because I think that it's not just a matter of giving a lot of features, but just the idea of being able to meet new people, etc. This, this is such a large. The internet has made the world such a large place into a small place, and so I want to bring this communication server together to do that. I hope you enjoy watching some of my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. All these videos are generally different and have different you'll find all sorts of different videos that I'll be creating, and please stay tuned, and I hope to be able to bring some more cool stuff to you again. Okay, take care, bye bye.